How you doing, girl?
All right. Going live here. There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the community AMA for SWG Prophecy. Hopefully, you guys, as you see, they're putting the announcement up there. Most likely theater in 4 minutes. They're doing this on Discord too, so you guys will be able to see it or hear it in the background, as well as see any questions that they have. So if you guys, anyone that's watching me, have any questions, you can put that up there too. If you're not in the theater, or if you're not in Discord and just happen to catch my live stream,
Sit more than one person to a bench.
Yeah.
So there you go. You hear him talking.
I mean, it makes it easier to look like it's filled up, though.
Yeah.
So we'll ask some questions here. Maybe today I have like one or two that I can ask. So here's your
Leonard, what you
CSRs.
been up to? It's been a while.
I have been busy with my real life difference. I've just recently came back. How are you doing, Rick? I haven't
Here's
heard
your
from you
CSR,
in
CSR Nitro.
That's because everybody
CSR
fucking left over
Xanders.
there, so I quit getting up.
forever.
It's a dev redo.
Well, we both knew that was going to happen.
Oh, I called it right
Admin
before I
act-
went to Latvia, remember?
Acer,
Told all
Rain.
y'all it was going to happen.
iPro, I believe, is a CSR. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Well, if there still are active people from Rage, I'll be more than happy to take them into Phoenix.
Take OJ with you.
OJ Simpson's still there?
Honestly, I think there's like maybe 2 people from there still doing stuff.
They already snagged Direct.
Gonna turn some people up because they're a little quieter.
Theater is in Wisely.
Just right behind the canteen.
Yeah, the cantina.
Or open your planetary map and it'll give you a waypoint right too.
What to
Or the V key, whatever you want to call it.
You used to be able to do like /find theater or find bank or find shuttle. Oh, look at all the people.
Well, actually, not a bad turnout.
Love that pet's name.
What's the pet's name? Still Garrett.
Still hearing.
Yeah. He's the best. He needs a gill tag underneath that says Rage.
So I did ask them if it's okay if I live stream this yesterday, and they said, yeah, they're cool with it. So just so you are aware. So if they're not cool with it, sorry.
Uh-oh.
What are you uh-ohing about now?
I may or may not have started a TIE Fighter battle in here.
Fucking Christ, Dracu.
Well, at least you're not area toughing everyone, so that's fine.
I mean, just say the word, I'll do it again.
I bet you will.
Go look outside and see what I
was gonna say, I was looking too, I didn't see anything.
I don't
might
know
just be sound effects. Oh, no. I'm actually seeing things. Okay.
Uh-oh, they did
You
something
are?
outside.
'Cause I'm not.
Did you invite yourself to the story?
Oh, you're a storyteller. I thought you actually spawned it in.
Oh, it's
No,
just like a
no.
storyteller thing, huh? So you just hear a lot of
No, I've been
talking.
running my player team back and forth between the storyteller vendor and handing stuff up.
So you'll just hear a lot of talking for now, maybe some Q&A stuff.
That's why
for the next
Nitro
hour
told
or
me to
two.
stop messing with the music because I turned it on to the dual.
Oh, that's my downfall. I never had in-game sound on.
Alright, well, it's 6 o'clock, people.
I figured
Wait.
we were
Wait a few
inside the
minutes
theater,
to
so
see-
some music might not be so bad.
Was
Wait a couple
Roresh
more
going to
minutes
judge a fashion
See if
show?
we have any stragglers. Start off
Roresh,
here.
if you don't know who Roresh is the Legends guy.
Don't get me started with that, Decree. Please don't.
Is there a way I can only area attack one person?
Probably not.
Wait, try to get me shot now?
According to my screen, Nitro's running into a pillar. He's been doing it
That's
for
what
the
you
past
do.
10 minutes.
That's what
Yeah.
you're doing on my screen.
Yeah, well, I see it. I see Nitro running into the front of the stage too.
Yes, furry chicken. Cool.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna close out and come in.
So Nitro, the wife changed colors on me.
Well, she went black.
She wants black and silver instead of black and green.
That's not too bad.
Okay, let's get this started. Let's get this show on the road. It's not a bad turnout for here today.
Oh, there's a character loading in called Smedley Ballsack.
Oh boy. So as you can see, they haven't really started with the Q&A yet. They will in a minute, I would think. They usually give everyone a couple minutes just to get in
I've
here.
been talking this whole fucking time and you guys couldn't hear me because my mic is
So
Motherfucker.
so
I said,
apparently,
where's Alondo at? That sounds like fucking Alondo.
so apparently, Dark just created a account in Discord because it says member joined Dark. So somebody's going to be getting a message.
Forget his password to his main account.
I don't know. I don't know why he didn't just log in on his on his phone with his regular account. I want it right now.
Goose is walking in very slow motion right now.
Oh, there's a zombie.
Zombie. What?
He's the undead Wookiee.
Oh.
Zombie Wookiee.
Xander says LD'd.
Yeah, getting my way back in.
Now he's walking even slower.
Oh,
Yeah.
Box of shame.
That box.
So a lot of these guys that are talking are CSRs or devs.
Is he even walking anymore?
Maybe not. He's probably in here hearing us talk about.
Yeah, he is.
it's like dicks.
Let's take a look to see who's still here.
Welcome back, Carquil.
Here we go.
There's someone named Alcohol Poisoning.
Yeah,
Is that K-Dog?
yeah.
Must
It's,
be a lot.
it's
a
capital
lot.
letters. Why couldn't you figure out it was K-Dog?
And it's the Guild Dead.
Move
Yeah.
this over. Just so I can see chat in case there's
What
a
happened
chat.
to 10?
Dead's what we have alive.
Okay.
So 10 is no longer exists, it's now dead.
It's still a guild, but pretty much not existent.
About 6 minutes after 6, and hasn't really been an AMA yet.
Freebird!
We got about 9
It's
minutes.
overplayed.
Chavez, please take down that banner. It's very offensive.
I can't, I gotta let my colors, fly free.
I happen to like it. It's nice.
It's like a shitty brown color. There we go. That's a nice gray and black color there. There we go.
Can't we all just get along?
We're just blocking them out now.
Can we get a Mandalorian banner up there too?
That would work.
I mean, are we getting ready for combat here?
I wish they would have given some version of this theater for Player Cities instead of the theater they did give.
Yeah.
You can like walk up on the stage and stuff. God, I hate that other theater.
You mean the little wannabe Coliseum?
The Player City theater.
Oh, the Player City theaters are horrible.
They are.
Alright, doing a
God, these
kickoff is
OID numbers.
Oh, you got them on?
I have them on.
Turn it off.
Mine are permanently turned on.
Turn 'em off.
Decker, your pet has a huge freaking logo on him.
Great, isn't it?
That thing is massive.
Here, check this. Watch the shields.
Holy shit!
Oh my, wow.
Don't know
You're
why
not
it's
getting
that big.
through that.
Don't know why it's so big, but it's good.
So lots of chitter
That's
chat.
right, you know how to turn those off, right? If you don't want to see it.
Yeah, I do.
Ah, there we go. Turn off player names because everybody's starting to get lost in the fog of white bars.
OID doesn't help either.
Not too bad. They got a lot of people here.
Turn it off.
That's good. That's good to see.
Oh, no.
Good turnout.
Ready to start this off? Because I got about 5 minutes left. Right, okay.
I'm gonna give everybody a heads up warning. We are still under tornado warnings and watches pretty much throughout the rest of the night. I pretty much had to run to cover because we had one about a half mile away from us a while ago. That
Didn't
suddenly
you just
becomes what?
move there?
Well, I mean, I only moved like 10 miles, but
You ran right into the fucking heart of it, I guess.
pretty much seems like.
I've never heard you have to take cover like.
All right.
I said that EF1 was about a half mile away from us. EF0 was like two.
What's that?
Say you're SF.
Duh.
So did the bathtubs have like handles so when you get in them you can like hold on to your bathtub when it flies away?
I wish.
This isn't Kansas anymore.
I would so much prefer a massive earthquake than even the fear of a tornado.
Tornadoes are fun.
I'm used to it. I've lived Midwest and whatnot all my life, so that's like every other week, even in the winter, we're getting threatened by a tornado.
At least with tornadoes, like you can take actual shelter. Earthquakes, like
Dude, we don't even take shelter anymore. My mother-in-law called me the other night. It was like 1:30 in the morning. She goes, there's a tornado been spotted. And I'm like, yep, I'm going back.
Going back to sleep so I don't have to worry about it.
What I'm saying is you get shelter versus a tornado, and like it can skip over you if you have the right shelter going. But earthquake, you can be in ground, above ground, anywhere you want to be. It's coming for you.
If you're in ground during an earthquake, you're probably going to be screwed. Just
If you're above ground during an earthquake, if you're you're probably screwed there too.
that's like my buddy that I drive with. He keeps saying, he's kind of let's just say, eccentric. So when we drive into California, I'm the one driving. He has to make sure. He tells, make sure the truck's filled up with fuel and we have plenty of DEF. And I'm like, why? And he goes, so if we have an earthquake, we can get back out. I said, dude, if California has a fucking earthquake, if you see all these overpasses, we're not getting the fuck back out.
I don't know who we're waiting on.
Well, you had a 5.6 this morning.
I wasn't out there, so.
Whereabouts?
Northern somewhere. I didn't get the epicenter.
I didn't feel it.
San
Hello,
Francisco
folks.
area. Hello.
There we go.
So was that you that made the dark mobile thing?
Yeah, I was in a different voice and I wanted to hop in here on that to let. But, whatever.
What the hell are you doing?
You were like, what? Did he forget his password to his main account? Like,
No, I was trying to be in two different voices at the same time.
All right. Well, it's 12 after. We should probably get this show on the road.
yeah, you got
Good
3
Catch
minutes
we
now.
can catch everybody up that shows up later.
Alright, does anybody have any questions for me to begin with? Because I'm very limited on time. No, cool. Alright, awesome.
Cool.
See you, Eagle. Good work.
I got nothing to say. If I got no questions asked at me.
There's a question from my Discord. Why Empire Day is not working.
There we go. First question.
We will be momentarily.
Yeah, we believe we have a fix for it. The fix needs to be tested. Realistically, it's not going to go in with tonight's reset. I'll put it in. If it's going gangbusters and we all love it, I may drop it in midweek. We'll run it for at least a month whenever we do start it. But somehow in the 11 months since we last did it, something delicately broke, and we didn't realize it until we tried to roll it in a few weeks ago. So we finally think we figured it out, and as soon as it seems reliable, then we'll roll it forward.
Fair enough.
About the Empire Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since the last AMA, it's been very quiet, both in-game and sort of staff-wise. Obviously, I stepped down, but that was a plan that you guys knew was happening. Since then, there hasn't been a lot of action, in-game, hot fixes, updates, that sort of stuff. What's the plan going forward? I know a lot of people here tonight who haven't been around for a while, but going forward, what's the plan in case that sort of thing happens again, to make sure we still have bug fixes and content that's going to be coming out?
Yeah, the plan was and is to spend, partly because I had a long scheduled trip that very inconveniently overlapped with iOS's transition. The plan was basically to stay in maintenance in June while we get our ducks in a row to be prepared to pick up where iOS left off. iOS is a very special fellow, and no one person is going to step in and be iOS. But the plan was to resume hot fixes, bug fixes, candygrams, and so forth in July, and that's still the plan.
What's a candygram?
Okay.
Redux also just came back. He was doing some personal stuff, so he's back and already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to know. Obviously iOS is, by all accounts, he's bang on his stuff and everything, but we must have other people here. I know they can't take the full weight of what he does, but there must be plenty of people around who can chip in and try and take some of that slack, because there's so many other servers out there now where I feel we're going to struggle if we've had 5 weeks of nothing. Sort of, a lot of people just saying, we were asking Discord about certain things, TCG and whatever, and you just get soon, that sort of thing. And there's so much other competition out there. We have to sort of bang on the money to try and keep people interested here.
I couldn't agree more. But reality is a bitch.
Definitely, definitely.
When an event like that happens, there's two things that on a project like this where you have a genius dev who kind of does everything, and he has to go on with his life. There's two things that can happen. One is that you go out of business, and the other is that you find a way to roll forward. And we're choosing option two. So,
Good.
I don't want to be cavalier, but if there's first of all, people bop back and forth between servers all the time.
Yep.
I don't lose any sleep. If there's anybody who's bored because we don't really have any cool new stuff for 5 or 6 weeks, God bless. We'll do our thing. We'll get back to releasing stuff and staying stable and friendly. New people will come. Those people will come back. We're just not in a position to like panic and do a bunch of stuff we're not quite ready for fear that anybody leaves the server. Just can't do it.
Yeah, that's great. Also, we don't want, I don't want this server to spend the server I play on because the other ones don't interest me whatsoever. And, they're promising new planets and new professions, whatever else. But the appeal of this server is how stable it is, how open you guys are and stuff. But the IS thing wasn't obviously, it didn't come in the dark. It didn't come out of the blue to you guys. It was sort of known about. But then, like you say, real life happened to you. You're away as well. And it's like we went a bit stale and a bit quiet, and that can be a bit of a worry for players who have popped on and thought they'll have a little look around. There's not a lot happening. They'll just bugger off.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one of the
we will
things,
never quit until we will never quit until we have the staff in place to keep going. Sorry to step on you, and I'll stay back. But that's as far as a staff and as a triad or a milk stool of admins, we're very clear on what we want to do here. It just takes time to do it.
Yeah, one of the big things that I have to remind a lot is when we were going through all of the roadmap, we call it the madness more or less. iOS burned through 2 roadmaps, 1.0 and 2.0, in just a matter of, Dart may have to correct me, it was just a few weeks, as a matter of fact.
3.5, yeah.
Yeah. Those were mainly because while we were all still VOH, he was also still working on those. And what put a linchpin on him is the drama that basically created Prophecy from the get-go. So he pretty much already had all that content ready to go, and all it was needing was testing at that point. So future roadmaps where we didn't really have pre-existing content to pull from to add to said roadmap, it's going to take a little bit extra time and some more testing and stuff like that. So we had a year's worth of testing on almost 2 roadmaps.
Well,
And the things that are left on the roadmap are going to need a bunch of testing. Things like atmospheric flight, it's, to put it mildly, not ready for prime time. So, we're definitely going to be rolling out something for folks to try on Redemption, the test center. But, be warned, it will probably turn your hair purple or something. And then once we were like, nope, can't break it anymore, then we can consider rolling it forward. And then, the current roadmap will officially be done. But we need to be planning on our future roadmap well before that time.
Yep. So votes and discussions and stuff with the staff as well as with the community is going to happen throughout the coming weeks. So the roadmap's coming. I think this one would be 3.0. And we're going to go up from there, for lack of better words.
Obviously as well, we appreciate you guys do this in your spare time and in your free time as well. And we'd much rather have stuff that's pushed out correctly than just chucked into the game that doesn't work properly. That's going to happen on other servers. As long as it seems like there's a plan and there's someone driving the bus, because that's been mentioned a few times, that there's no one driving the bus here for the last few weeks. As long as people know that, I think that'll put a lot of minds, at ease.
there's someone to work on Zombies Vendor.
Our style is not to be flashy about that stuff anyway. You know, as long as the bus is running, you know someone's driving it. But what we need to do is get a roadmap in place and
Yeah, that's cool.
get back to regular releases. So
I think the passengers on the bus will want to make sure the driver's alive, sort of thing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
we're alive. I want to personally, I want to lobby, for our upcoming community discussions about the future roadmap. I definitely want to lobby for combat image designer. I feel this is a feature that the game never fully, appreciated. The ability to literally rearrange the enemy's face, I think could be very, very OP.
They use a makeup brush as a
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
A makeup brush.
Combat image design.
Hey, I've been seeing a little bit more advertisement on social media and stuff like that. You guys plan on doing that a little bit more?
We do.
Yes, we do.
I believe that Xander's here that
Yep.
do the social media. He's been getting on that since he's been back.
With Rat stepping down recently, Sanders has stepped up to basically take over into the events lead and coordinator spot, and he's also doing the social media. He's looking into Reddit with the Star Wars games. I think there's a SWG NGE subreddit. There is one SWG subreddit we'll probably never be a part of, and it's Lars's. He doesn't really
reason for that.
Yeah, he doesn't really like us a whole lot.
But there's still a sub, there's still a there's still something for us in there. There's been occasional announcements in there. I know they're not fans.
No, they usually bypass us and only leave up negative reviews. If anyone puts up anything good, they shortly tank.
Nuke it.
Here's a little history for the community about Lavaris. Him and his buddy Singe were developers on the server right at the start of the OH, and they hijacked Google Drive and uploaded a bunch of gay porn onto it.
Right.
And they eventually got banned from the server for that because it actually wiped out a lot of our.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
So.
They didn't just do that. They spammed Discord with a bunch of porn too.
Oh.
So I guess we should probably consider shutting down the server Tinder account.
No, we will have a Reddit for Prophecy, and we'll have a Facebook. I'm not sure about the possibility of Twitter just quite yet, but we are looking into all avenues for social media.
I still use my own personal, my Dracoon_TWG to share stuff about SWG Prophecy. Not sure how far it reaches out, but I still use my own media accounts to also.
Cool. All right.
Alright guys, gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later.
See you later, mate.
Later, bud. But as far as plans, the discussions start soon. I know Dax and Lockhart, they're two of our newest content developers. So we're going to start working out plans with them as well as with the staff, and still reach out to the community as we always have and get bits and pieces of information. So new stuff is on the horizon. We just got to get to that point.
Good to know. All right. I don't even want to talk about player events because I know.
Any other questions, concerns?
Player events. Any new trading card game packs coming out, and which ones are they?
Yeah, we're working on the next whatchamacallit, the next set. The one piece of Prophecy World that is still in iOS's hands and will remain that way is the TCG. But I'm in communication with him, and we hope to. We've had our guys iPro and Rat worked yeoman hours inputting card data, and we now have that data. and I've handed it over, or I am handing it over to iOS to make a new version of TCG. We're going to have a new version sooner than that that he's given me that is supposedly more reliable, so we won't have to restart it every so often. That's looking promising, and I hope to roll that in this week. I'm going to leave it up to test for QA people to test for a little while.
Cool.
And then we'll push that separately from the server update sometime this week. But that won't have the new pack. It'll just be more reliable. It'll work the same way. And then when I'm not clear, he has to do some work, and then we have to do some work to actually turn it on. And so if all goes well, we should be able to maybe roll that out next week, but I have to hear back from iOS before I know.
All right.
Yeah, so I have to bear with us on that aspect of it because, like you said, iOS is still in control of the TCG, so his schedule may not exactly line up with ours, so we have to, we're kind of for his mercy, for lack of a better term. So he's busy, and he's got other stuff he's doing. So
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, realistically, in terms of like adding core functionality to the trading card game, like actual card play and some of the other stuff, I think that's going to be a while. But just adding packs, especially where we've done the clerical work to enter them, I have a hope that we'll be able to turn that around. But like I say, until I actually get it back from him, I won't know.
All right. Fair enough.
So, go on,
Sorry,
go
go
on,
ahead.
go first.
No,
Go on,
go for
Derek.
it.
No, go on. No, you go.
Different topic. Financial report.
Oh.
We have a balance. We could use some more contributions. We're not in the red. We just canceled a couple of obsolete services with the data center, and I think I need to do one upgrade with them. So I'm going to take a look and try to get a new stable monthly number for what we pay. But the financial report is that we're solvent, and I need to report a new target number. We've also had some glitches, and I hope to, with our dev folks, I hope to improve the stuff like the donation page and so forth, which in the transition to eBulletin 5, some of that got delicately broken, which makes it harder to tell where we're at on our monthly goal.
Just to comment on that, VB5 is just about the worst forum software you could ever deploy.
Yeah. In some cases, we're aware.
we found that out. But anyway, yeah. As far as the public report, which is what Dark's asking for, that would be on my hands, and I've been really non-existent at doing that. Hopefully, that's going to pick up now. Because, well, I'm at home for a little while because I'm sitting here at my desk with the knee brace on. So, yeah, I don't have much else to do. So
I heard you got hurt. Hope you feel better.
Yeah, I mean, my knee doesn't hurt at all. My ribs were fucked up, but yeah, my knee, I have 2 torn tendons and shit in it. So, but it doesn't hurt is the problem. I can't fathom why my knee's messed up and I have no pain. But anyway, that's not a question, right? But yeah, as far as the financial report, yes, I am going to work on that and get it up so the public can view it.
Sounds like a plan.
I just wanted to let you know informally that we're not, that there's still a cookie in the jar.
Well, it's always a plus.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a couple of, and I don't know why. In fact, I'm assuming that this is a problem on the player side and not our side, but that I might need to drill down. Somebody, maybe me, ought to try donating $5 and see if it actually works. Because I have seen I've seen 2 bounced payments in a row, but the error message seemed to indicate that it's on the PayPal end and not on our end.
Uh-oh.
Empire and Remembrance Day will probably, realistically, if this fix works and we test it over the next few days, then Empire and Remembrance Day will probably start next weekend, not this weekend.
Yeah, for those of you that just joined, we covered that earlier. So somewhere in the last 11 months, the software that was working properly got a glitch in it and doesn't work properly now. So that's being dealt with, and like he said, we should be getting it in.
Alright, cool, like Chronicles and all that shit, right?
Yeah, and we'll run it plenty of times, so you'll get your treats. You know, it's not not going to run short because we're starting it late, because who really gives a damn? We're going to run it, we'll run it more than a month, I'm sure. But I don't want to rush something in and then have something else break.
So here's your question. Is there a way to make it easier for new peeps to join here, like the SWG question on the register page? How do you mean bio instead of verifying via manual means on
So
Discord?
question, when you're going to do more events like y'all did for that EK thing and that light side,
I only heard half the question. I'm
More
sorry.
events. Are we going to do more events?
Yes, we do have more events planned, coordinating with the new events team, and we're also going to be working with the new events tool soon also. But more events are coming in the future.
Fashion shows.
That was not a
No,
question.
you have to leave those yourself.
I was going to say, that may or may not ever happen.
Yeah, we don't need Ash here. Thanks.
No, Ash 2.0, you're absolutely right. We don't need him here. We need a better version of that.
Straighter version. That was mean, sorry.
So on Discord,
But totally appropriate.
we're mapping things to come. We have a
You know how many
roadmap on our
times
website
I've been
containing the next two
banned
major
off fucking
updates, and we'll be
Discord
working
for
through
saying
them
shit
along
like
the usual bug fixes. We are in a position now where we're talking about
Dude, I've
where
been
and what we
banned
want to
more
do
on
next.
fucking Legends Discord than I think anybody combined for stupid comments like that.
Any
I
thoughts,
used to
increase
give
beast
him
match,
the
increase knowledge
worst
about
time.
X and Mind Glovers.
Like when he'd be having a normal event crash the server, and he'd be like, "I'm not get the server right up, guys. I apologize." I said, "Yeah." And for those of us that wasn't at the event, are you gonna have a fucking fashion show next?
Well, we threw out the pack, like we all went to them as a space community. It's we don't need our double tokens right now, dude. We'll wait a week. And then he's like, "Now we're doing it all together," and then the server crashes every time. It's like, well, we're willing to wait a couple weeks. We don't even care. Now he crashes the server.
It was like every goddamn event he did.
He was stress testing, guys. That's what that was.
Hey, I'm one of the few that get to claim that because I'm the one that has actually broken the server at least once.
As long as you didn't wipe the server.
I'm not gray. I'm Duke.
Right.
Hey, Draken, how many ISOs did you spawn that day? Or not ISOs, but liases?
That was both. 2 fucking many. I didn't know it would shoot through the wall and go across Tatooine.
He made a clerical error. He wanted like 50, and it wound up being like 5,500.
Yeah, my old keyboard had a little bit of liquid damage, so occasionally keys will double type. And, yeah, I ended up, instead of 58, it was like 50,000.
Improved, but the big problem is a tough one to solve.
I
There
hated
was
that day.
enzyme bukkake, but that's,
For those of us that missed
Who
out
wants to
on
do
that
a AMA
event,
Battle Royal?
why did you guys decide to remove them from the game?
Which one?
12 lies.
Oh.
Well, mainly, it got removed. Dark, I think you were still on staff when we pulled them out. They were a smidge overpowered. Most of the ones that got used, we checked with stats of the current maximum and stuff like that, so they were left alone largely. Compared everything, it was negligible at best, maybe a 0.00001 difference between one that used a 12 versus the one that used a 11. But it did have some unforeseen consequences
We can get the
on
joint server
the
make
back end of
battles and
things,
group
so we just took them
activities.
out.
my
And
recollection
I mean,
is that it
ultimately,
was
they weren't intended to be
right.
used,
It was a
you know.
it was a mistake, and B, it was OP.
Yeah.
The rule is you can be a mistake or you can be OP, but not both.
Yeah, I mean, I fought pretty hard to get them axed.
Yeah, it was just one. I mean, the best of intentions were there, and God, the whole system at that time was just a foobarred mess, to be honest with you. A lot of gray hairs were being flung around and staff that what? Yeah. But yeah, it's balanced out now a little bit. I'm getting some reports that maybe we could look into the spawn rates between 7 and 11. But other than that, I don't think there's much more that needs to be changed as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, because even having a truffle pig, you know, you can have your inventory filled with 80 items and not get a single 11, and that's with a truffle.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we were looking at actual.
Here's what you got. I'm gonna jump in here. Here's what you got to be careful with this. You really got to be careful with increasing rates. If you want to see what increasing rates does, go sit on Legends for a while. Motherfucking accolades are worth 50 mil now.
Hanging around Isaac doing and being
You know
AFK
what I mean?
won't mean
Like,
it's
all
busy
that
either.
work, it's like nothing.
That's true. No, I'm just
Right, there's that too. Now, right now, I do think it's much lower than even live at the current moment, because even with the normal assists where you get 1 out of 3 or 5, with like she was saying the truffle pig and stuff like that, I'm gonna get 1 in 50 if I get.
But even in the truffle pig, if you actually sit down and break down the actual whole stat process, it is not intended for you to get 11s all the time. It's just intended for you to get Elias's all the time, like anything else.
Yeah.
The more you get, eventually you're going to get more. You know, like space. Yeah, I do AFK space. I AFK 3 people, and 95% of my shit goes right back into the public. But then it gives me that one chance out of 25 inventories I might get my unicorn.
That's
so so I just did a study on that for our guild, right, Nick? So if you look through those stats, I think the drop rate's fine right now. Honestly, you just have to put the time in to go get them.
Yes, 100%, dude. If you guys increase the drop rate, you're gonna have a fallout terrible or like Legends do. Do not.
Don't do it. Yeah, I've actually posted my results in our guild channel, so Nick and the Black Diamond Guild have access to that data. So yeah, don't increase it. You have to work to get that those 11s. Otherwise, it's like Legends, and that's kind of why we left. I mean, I know for some people it's frustrating, but you know, there's other techniques too, right? There's planets to go to. I mean, you have to kind of, it's like playing bounty hunter, right? You just have to understand the technique and the approach. You know, I just spent a week doing it and getting numbers, so I just disrespect, you know, I respect other people's opinions, but I hunt lice all the time.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. You want to make people say, oh, well, we can get this done and this done, but then a year later, accolades are 50 million. It's like having a regular pet. People say, oh,
I think the drop rate's fine myself as well. You know,
what was it on live, like 5.7 or 5.5 or something? Which is not great, but I mean, if you think about it, you can AFK the shit. I mean,
yeah, and I don't
know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't AFK mine, right? So my technique is all at the keyboard, and you know, I have detailed information about it if you want to reach out to me. I'll tell you, I think the drop rate's just fine. You just have to work for it. It's just like if you want nothing but 25 statted shirts or pants, whatever, for your read. You'll get a bunch of 22s and 24s, and you'll be upset, but you'll get a few 25s if you just keep killing stuff long enough.
I think the guy missed my point though.
When are we gonna see the dual specialization of Player City?
I don't have a specific date on that. It's in the QOL queue, so to speak. That's roadmapable. I think would be reasonable to sort of discuss that and say, well, what's important to you to do. There's a little bit of a mechanics thing on that. It's not. There's no mechanism in the game source right now to sort of say, here, make the city do 2 things. You could make it do 1 thing, or you could make it do everything with a couple of lines of code. But actually giving it a list of like 2 things that it does takes a little more coding. So it's, you know, the trade-off of difficulty versus desirability. And then you got to have the UI. You know, you also got to then change your mayor's UI, obviously, to sort of say, okay, it's not just a drop down and you pick one anymore. Now you got to have a bunch of radio boxes, so that's a new UI. I'm not complaining.
Long enough for someone to stick around longer and get.
Or you can just make one of these decisions by fiat and says, hello, fellow kids, more cowbell.
Right,
As
exactly,
of tomorrow,
true.
every city will have every
You
bonus
can't,
or something,
exactly.
you know, but that's not fun. You should still have specialization. So, it's in the queue.
I have a quick question. Are we anywhere with the crafting bracelet, which is a Dathomir Amazing Success bracelet? That was bugged out a while back. I'm not sure that's ever been fixed.
Which is a Dathomir quest for crafters, the Amazing Success bracelet. The crafters would get bugged out on the Sage part.
No, the bracelet's crafting with the wrong stats.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think it was up to 2 last time I checked. It's supposed to go up to 3. I was just curious if we've made any progress or have any plans to fix that.
It's still stuck at +2 for now.
Welcome center vendors would actually
I'll
be a good
definitely,
idea.
I'll definitely
I
make
like
sure we cast our bloodshot eyes past that on the bug
What
list.
about the weaponsmith thing? Are you guys going to do a revamp on weaponsmith? Because honestly, it should have been done. Sony should not. That's the only class of crafter that has never, ever gotten love, ever, on SWG. You still got a dick with trying to get the cap. You get a cap core, you got a failed skin. I mean, I know I crafted weapons for a long time on Live and Legends, and haven't done it here because I just don't want to do it again, but I knew there was some mention about possibly giving them a little love so they don't have to set and just waste shit over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? I was just wondering about that.
A new player event periodically. I like that idea.
I'm a weaponsmith, and that is a tricky question because I deal with that on Legends. It's a lot of waste, but the question is, where is the balance of being able to not waste anything versus what you are wasting to make the weapons and not flood the market? You know, I crafted on Legends yesterday, and I think I hit 2 cap cores out of 24, and every one of those cores are a waste of augmentation, enhancement, a 35-bit. And that's probably where that question's coming from. And, you know, as a weaponsmith, I'm not even sure the answer to that question. It would be nice to improve that a little bit, but I'm not sure the approach on that.
Maybe a possible, like a bracelet or or like a necklace that would increase the amazing rolls or something. Because weaponsmith has never had any love ever in this whole game.
It's frustrating as it is with weaponsmith. It's probably going to be looked into, but again, like the guy was just saying, we also got to make sure there's a balance of it to make sure it's not OP as well.
Yeah, and then having the non-pended weapons, I mean, it does kind of balance out a little bit.
After you read a user's manual. I like Joshua. He's
well, I was just wondering because I do have 250s and 30s, and honestly, I could care less. I'm 10 DPS short because if 10 DPS changes your play, then you really don't need to worry about your DPS. You need to worry about your template.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we can look into, but yeah, like everybody's saying, when you get to messing with balance, that's...
Yeah, you don't want 66 freaking capped weapons tomorrow and they're worth nothing. So yeah, I totally understand.
There's always got to be a degree of trial and error and pass and fail. But yeah, I do know there has been something going on because the frequency is reduced drastic. But we're still looking into it.
So should we bank on, for example, right now I'm a weaponsmith trying to get my weaponsmith stuff together. I have a bracelet in my inventory for crafting. I have everything I need to craft it. Should I go ahead and craft the 2? Are we looking for a really long wait on that 3, or should I hold off? Do you have a suggestion on that?
Say again. Kids scream right as soon as you said.
That's okay. I have a bracelet schematic in my inventory ready to be crafted. I did the quest line 4. Should I, as a weaponsmith, go ahead and craft that to a 2, assuming that it's going to be a pretty good wait on the 3 to ever be fixed?
I'm gonna have to leave that one at Nitro because I'm not exactly on the up and up when it comes to crap.
Talking about the bracelet for amazing.
The amazing success.
It's supposed to be +3 right now, but it's +2. I think that's gonna, in all honesty, it's probably gonna be a little bit because we're, as Clarkwell said, we're trying to get everything situated with the iOS leave and trying to put some priorities. Plus, we have to talk, get that together, see what's priority, what we need to work on now. I would leave it with Clarkwell, to be honest.
And I think I'm going to ask Redux to take a look at it. Is there a ticket on this?
There's on it, yeah.
I'm sure there is. I'm going to ask Redux to take a look at it, and if it's a slam dunk, then I would say wait because we'll roll it out next week. If it turns out it's like, oh shit, there's some other problem. In other words, if it looks like it ought to already be +3, I haven't looked at the code. If it looks like it really should be +3 and somehow it's not, then that becomes more of a head scratcher, and it might take more weeks. But if it's just like a table somewhere, I'll give it to you next weekend. I'm not going to do it today because a couple times we've been doing these like last minute slam stuff, and it's risky every time.
Gotcha, thank you.
Cool.
iOS and I would do that.
You're on
You're a pretty good team
stable
that
and
way.
friendly.
You'd be
Just
like,
got
okay,
close,
I've seen
so
another
to
fix.
speak.
And I'd be like, okay, I'm testing the fix. They're like, let's go. But it's a risk.
How's that work now then, Corporal? If OTRs is gone, who's that guy for you now? Is that Redux or is that somebody else? Is it a joint effort?
It's a joint effort, and we're not necessarily, and we're not done hiring either. I mean, stuff like, even iOS, and taking absolutely nothing away from them, but even iOS had trouble keeping up with stuff like the web, and all the little bits and pieces that make this thing up. So I would definitely like to have a web developer that we can, use, and somebody to wrangle the goddamn V bulletin, and maybe probably the same person, and that kind of stuff, so that the server geeks can just focus on server.
Feed the kids. I'll catch up with Dax or anything else later.
Oh, good.
All right.
Anyway, so we're not done hiring, and Redux and I are going to be the genius shop here for the little bit.
My shop is going to be selling SWG Prophecy t-shirts, hoodies.
We're not talking down about any of our developers that we currently have now. They're amazing. But to expect any of them to do what iOS did, took upon himself voluntarily, that's asking a freaking lot.
Well, when iOS started, he didn't know this stuff either, but he learned. And
That's because he was 10 years old, that's why it's
Oh no, I don't mean it that way as if they can't learn how to do it or they don't know how to do it. I just mean from a responsibility standpoint, iOS never complained, he just did what he had to do. I mean, and it was like 3 people worth of work.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, if I was still in high school, which people will tell me I possibly should be, if I was still in high school and I could just come home and work on this goddamn thing every night, who knows? But
The best days of your life, school bus.
this is the real world we live in. So.
School's the best days of my life. No problems, everything's easy, it's great.
That's what I told him I said, dude, I said, I definitely respect your work ethic and your sense of responsibility, because there were far more important things that I was doing when I was his age, and it didn't involve anything to do with maintaining it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Everyone volunteers for this, right?
Yep. Yeah. Not one dime is made by any one of us on a staff character.
That's what I thought, yep.
How much money I'm losing every day on coffee orders? This is ridiculous.
Now, I mean, one of the big things that I've done, I've made a kind of a real life shift in things. I've opened up my own store so that way I could be around as an admin a little bit more often as well. Been unemployed for a little while, so hopefully that helps me move into, I'm already at my computer, so I'm pretty much at you guys' beck and call.
See, you took the less painful route. I had to, tear tendons in my knee to get to sit in front of my computer all day.
I've done enough damage to myself over the years, so I'm not trying to add to it.
I've done bad things.
One of the reasons people pick server, you gotta pre-CU.
Yeah, what I did is look on be lucky if it doesn't get me killed. My wife's ready to beat me to death anyway.
We should get JTL players. I agree with that. Yeah.
So if shit hits the fan and the server goes down unexpectedly, who's the main people to sort of get it back up? Is it just one person, or is it spread between a few different people to reboot and that sort of stuff?
Theoretically, once we all get on board, all of the admins and whoever else deemed necessary will be properly trained and can do that on their own. We're still working on it.
Yeah. I'm reviving the concept of operations as well. So I've been working with Whit, who's really good at this stuff. I don't think he's with us right now, but I'd have to go back and check. And he does this in his sleep. And so when I was traveling, actually, I was able to call on him to do a couple things. And he's like, "Yep, did it. Anything else?" I'm like, "No, go go back to having fun." But we're going to have at least 3-4 people who can jump in. Now, when you have something like the other day, where the storms take out the data center, that's more of an all hands kind of deal to bring things back up safely. But just the usual, first of all,
nice
we want to reduce the
on Greyjoy. I just caught that
and minimize all that anyway. But we will definitely have 3 or 4 people who can handle it if the game server crashes or what have you.
Yeah. And speaking of what happened the other day, that was a very isolated weather-involved incident. We haven't had a whole lot of incidents with our host. If that becomes a habit, that stuff starts happening, we will be looking into other options to, for our hosting needs, so the server's up as much as possible without.
Yeah, I think I joined here in end of January, and there's been 2 that I can remember. One was some payment issue. There was a mistake on the company's end, and also the issue of the day. So in those months, there's been hardly anything. It's been great. If you look at Legends, and they're restarting planets and restarting the server every fucking day.
Yeah, and in the grand scheme of things, for what the current server costs are compared to the service that we're getting from them, with the exception of today and previous.
I know I play Legends, and I've never heard them restart the server.
They're great guys. They're just, for the price they charge, there's only so much they can afford to.
What are the odds
there's only
chances
so
of
many
90
people
lead
they can
static
afford to
spawns?
deploy, and there's
to
only
grind
so
other
much
than
equipment
city
they
invasions
can
or
afford to
space. I
buy,
like that.
because with the
And
prices they
non-PvP.
charge people like us, they ain't making that much money. So, the places the places where you can put your server, where they're like, "Don't worry, Mr. Prophecy, you've got 100% uptime and blah blah blah." Yeah, and you pay 3 times at minimum. You pay
Go
3
tell the
times as
riot
much,
trail.
and we don't want to do that. So that's the catch-22.
Yeah, I think the question was sort of more about
Something
maybe spreading the workload. Who has the if it's just one guy who can reboot us.
When we get a
if it does go down and that guy's away camping in the mountains somewhere, is there a backup? Obviously, you've answered that.
Yeah.
That's more my question was about that sort of stuff.
We're already backed up that way, and the stuff like the weekly maintenance, we're working on ways to make that faster, so that it's not down as long. Although we've kind of got it down to an hour, which isn't that bad.
Yeah, an hour is nothing.
Yeah.
So, by the way, the community AMA is
going
doing
forward.
pretty good.
What's the weekly maintenance? Will that be occurring from next week, or will that be when will the weekly things start happening again?
I'm gonna do it tonight, because when we had 8 hours service outage the other day, but I didn't take any backups because I wanted to get back up as soon as I damn well could, as soon as those servers came up. So we're going to do, we'll go down tonight late, and do our weekly backups. It'll be the usual deal. Not going to push a new version to production today because the fixes that have just sort of come in over the transom need to be tested first. So we're going to restart with the server we've got and do our backups, and then we'll spend the next week getting ready for some hot fixes.
Sounds great. There's been a few questions. I don't know if you're actually in the theatre.
Yep.
In Moss Isley, there's been a few questions about sort of activity and what we're trying to do to attract people here. There's been a few comments posted in there about having sort of people joining the server and going through Moss Isley, and it's quiet. There's a few concerns been raised about that in the chat. And if any of you guys have seen that.
Yeah. We are looking at ways to try to get people to come back in. Mostly, it's just going to be when we start adding content and getting people to show up and see how stable the server actually is. I mean, that's one of our biggest draws. But unfortunately, getting people to stay with a stable server is difficult when we're not popping out new stuff. So we have to find that balance again. We're still working on getting there.
I mean, one thing we could consider doing as we staff up on like CSR is to sort of try to make sure that there's somebody in the Isley Plaza at all times. I mean, let's face it, on a no server, including even Legends, approaches the old SOE live servers in terms of how many people would be on at a typical rush time. So,
yeah.
What are a bunch of high levels supposed to do? Hang in Isley for the hell of it? People are off doing their other stuff. So it's not, to me, it's not the kiss of death that you log in and there's not much of anybody in Isley, because you should be there for like the first 2 hours of play and then bye. But we do want to make sure we have people in game.
Totally. That's one of the responses I said in Interspatial to some of the questions. People who are on this game, they've been around long enough, they'll be doing their own thing. Buff bots are there, you've got a stim dropper and a medic bot. You might get people with trouble to those guys, but most people have their own entertainers or their own guild cities and stuff, and they'll use their own buff houses. Moss Isley, having people there stood around AFK and enjoying is not the sign that a server is really busy, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Nitro and crew, when not recently, but they were on and trying to get with the new players and say, hey, look, we have this, or the rebels have this. You need to get in contact with these people, and we'll help you out, or they'll help you out to get set up. And that we've got away from that, unfortunately. Because I know Dark was helping with new players for a while, and so was Nitro and crew, and SWAT was as a whole. And the servers kind of went stagnant for a little while. So yeah, we'll get back there.
Well, I like the fact that
spawning a high-level mob in the Isley Plaza to kill you as soon as you res in would also be a nice thing to do.
Full score axe, I can do that. What about a naked Night Sister? Is that possible?
Just a little welcome wagon. Welcome to Prophecy. Check out our cloner.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely appreciate all of you that have hung in here with us. We know it's been a rough road, but we're getting things straightened back around.
That's good.
You gonna have any goodies for our first anniversary?
Oh, good question.
Possibly. We haven't really talked about it yet, but yeah, we could.
That's a good question.
When is the first anniversary?
Soon.
August sometime, is it the first anniversary?
Yeah, August. Get the exact date. We could still add that suicide booth.
Oh yes, I request that.
I just want the command to kill me and you just die.
/ Qui-Gon.
We're less than a year with the still somewhat small community. You guys are rocking it, as far as I'm concerned.
Or the Maul droid. We could res Darth Maul in, and when you talk to him, you end up split into top half and bottom half. That would be nice.
Xanders, the last time somebody pissed me off today.
But yes, we will definitely have some treats. Give a serious answer to the question.
Yeah. Oh, I do got a question. It's awful, but when y'all gonna add the rest of those named crystals into the game? I know they're all sitting on test center.
Oh.
What do you mean by sitting on test center? There's nothing on redemption that isn't on vengeance at the moment. Except for stuff we spawned, but you know.
Yeah. All of those crystals that you're talking about are in the game code. It's just whether they're still active because of the when the NGE gets. They can be brought back. We're trying to look for ways to add add more content in, and those have been talked about along with some of the other robes and different things and weapons that are no longer useful in the game that are low level that nobody wants to use. But the skins are cool. We're working on different options for that sort.
So still a plan in the works. All right.
I mean, there are basically three reasons why something's in the code but not in the game. One is if it's incomplete and buggy. Two is if it got obsoleted by the transition to the NGE. And three is if it's a bonus for some kind of extra game activity like TCG or special, events, anniversaries and stuff. And in the latter case, we just need to decide how and when we want it available. If it was obsoleted, then we need to figure out how to work it back into the game's play structure without unbalancing everything or whatever. And if it's incomplete and buggy, then we got to finish it. End of rant. Can we do TED Talks here?
TED Talks.
Kind of hard, technically.
I need a black turtleneck.
You want to borrow mine?
Oh, we share all our clothes.
I don't know. Some he who should not be named called me Erebus 2.0, so I figured I'd dress my character up as Erebus, just all in. Nitro, you still there, man?
What?
I was asking you where the robe exchange.
There's a quest to trade it in.
That quest, I can't think what the name of it is, Nitro. You know what it is?
The what?
The quest that you do to trade in the robe to get the other one, but it doesn't take the other one.
No, it's the robe exchange. Still the robe exchange.
Yeah, I just answered it.
Who killed me? I'm gonna fuck you up.
Starts with the Z.
He means well.
There you go. Replacing my robe. There you go.
Okay, Nitro, I'm teleporting you because you're driving me crazy running into the.
Go ahead, teleport me. Just go teleport right back.
I like how these guys are glue blowies here on the stage.
Yeah, command.
Such role players.
So, totally not game related, but this is how pampered my wife is currently. She's sitting out back with a fire going, burning cardboard, and sitting in our car with the air conditioning on.
What the heck? No, definitely not game related. Okay.
I couldn't figure out why the dog was barking. Then I could look. I'm like, are you kidding?
I gotta say, there are a lot of SF rebels in this crowd.
I will say one thing though. My injured knee makes it real nice that my wife, does more things for me now. Waits on my hand and foot because I'm not supposed to be walking.
How did you injure your knee? What happened?
Motorcycle accident. Basically, I thought it was a good idea to put my left leg down to try to hold up the 850-pound motorcycle as it was sliding off the road into the grass.
Alright guys, so I'm not sure if we're going to continue on with the AMA here because I don't think there's much else they're going to be talking about. Let's see. Give it maybe a minute or so.
What the hell's this we got going on? PvP? Oh, now my wife's sitting in the backyard in her car calling me on her cell phone.
Like, I need you to put some more cardboard in the fire.
I guess we got the PvP going. Okay.
Okay, I got to get to work, getting ready for tonight. So let's say, guys, while we're all here, what do you want to do for a shutdown time? 11 Eastern?
Excuse me.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Nitro, you want to make the announcement that we'll come down for regular maintenance at 11 Eastern?
It says a bounty now. That's...
Nitro.
What?
You were being asked a question. You weren't listening.
Oh, did you post it? I can post it.
Yeah. Post it or I'll shrink you to 1% size.
Good. That means these fuckers won't see me killing them.
Oh, God. He'll be like Ant-Man, run up and hit him in the ankle.
Deathly.
Alright, I think that's going to be it for now.
Shrink them and freeze them.
Alright, so we're winding down because that was the wife asking me if I was ready to go down and go swimming at this point, so.
It's summer. Enjoy summer.
I don't like it outside. It's hot out there.
Alright guys, so I think that's going to be it.
Midnight for me, so I'm going to get off. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for all the answers, guys. I really appreciate it. It's really cool.
Yeah, for you guys that are new to the server, if you guys have any questions, you don't have to wait for an AMA. Feel free to, shoot us questions. We try to answer. If we don't answer immediately, we'll get to you. We get lots of DMs every day.
Alright, so there you go. That will do it, I think, for the AMA for now. So I hope you guys did enjoy the AMA on Prophecy. I did see maybe like 1 or 2 people popped in here. So if you did enjoy that, obviously you'll see that it didn't really start until about maybe 20 minutes into it. Gorax. So there's a big giant Gorax here. Oh crap. There's more than one. What the heck? There's 3 of them. Holy crud. They keep spawning all the Goraxes. Oh, this is terrible. I'm gonna put unbranded Goraxes in here. Oops, sorry guys. So I guess no one's oh, there you go. Oh, I got a violet enzyme. Cool, nice. So that's nice. 88 violet enzyme. So there's your Gorax. Oh man, and there's more of them back here. There's another one back here somewhere. Looks like they're all spawning them. So yeah, So that's going to end it with the AMA for now. So I hope you guys did enjoy that and got some answers for Prophecy about some of the questions and concerns that people have for the server. So just keep it all in mind. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button, and go ahead and feel free to leave a comment if you have any comments, questions. I can answer them for my own videos, but maybe I can pass them along for the staff on their Discord if you haven't joined Prophecy yet. Otherwise, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit that bell notification to know when I go live. And on that, are spawning Tuskens, so this is a little bit of an event. Yeah. Alright, so maybe we'll stick around for the event here. A little bit of Tusken Warlords, which I actually need one of these. Just to complete some of my collections here. And that should do it. That should do it for the event, for the AMA. So again, I hope you guys did enjoy. And now let's do a little of post-event stuff that we have here. And that should do it. Alright, cool. Oh. There's a Tusken Warlord right on me. Perfect. This helps out tremendously. Oh no. Well, there's somebody. What in the heck? More Tusken champions, a bunch of Tusken champions. So now my next question is if I spawn like 5... What the? Ah! The admin just made himself gigantic. Oh no, I may not make it. Might as well start something. Ooh, Undead Rancor. Cool. Might as well start something. Right? That's how you do it. Cool, I like the Undead Rancor. I don't know if other folks... There you go. Ah. Ha! That is not an easy Undead Rancor. Okay. Wow. Here, I thought this guy was going to be simple. I thought this Undead Rancor was going to be simple. Holy cow. Not easy at all. There we go. Might as well just invite everyone in the group. Well, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if there's anyone else I've missed. So far, I don't think so. This is not an easy Rancor. Wow, this undead Rancor is really like almost impossible. Oh, and you got all these little undead guys. There you go. What is your random there? So yeah, there you go. That's basically an event. So yeah, I didn't really think about this until after the fact, but cool nonetheless. There you go. Didn't realize there was another group. Get one more guy in the group and then we're full. Oh no. Somebody died. Would be a shame if another one were to spawn. Would be a very big shame if another one were to spawn. Uh-huh. That's exactly what they're gonna do. I know it. I see what they're gonna do. They're gonna spawn the second one as soon as this one's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 people in my group. I did invite the one, but he didn't. Doesn't seem like he joined. But yeah, so this is cool, right? Kill Death Trooper level 10 from Corpse and Undead. So I just basically did a random. Hopefully someone gets something decent. Everyone's like looking for a group, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start the group. That's me just being social. Oh, well, that stinks. Alright, well, that's alright. Huh. Well, that's why I didn't go PvP. Because I didn't want to do that. I think there's still only one out here. A lot of these people have their pets out here. There you go. Now we got a full group going. Oh, Xeno keeps dying. Why does Xeno keep dying? That's weird. This is an undead rancor for anyone that's never seen one before. This is what you get through the zombie quest. Well, there's a lot of lag, so just so you are aware, the reason why it's lagging is because there's a lot of people here. And there's a lot of stuff going on. Give me a shock collar. Yeah, shock collar would be freaking fun as... To make them larger? That's cool. So they spawn some stuff here and there. I like when they spawn things. Can we spawn like a crate dragon or something? Quick question before the AMA ends. Does anyone want to have sex with my... Oh man. It's so bad. Undead Rancor's almost dead. We almost got him. Why? So all I got was like an ISO and... Wow. More Tuskens. Cool. Good, that's what I need. I need these Tuskens. So... Awesome. And Goraxes. Oh boy. Wow. Full. Oh boy. The Tusken Honor Guards. I mean, these are good too, I guess. The Gorax is huge. The Gorax is a little easy. At least I've found the Gorax is pretty easy. What is this thing about? Mouse droid familiar? Is that it? Ah, Tusken Warlords. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, I need more of those. Why do these folks have a hard time getting anything here? Let me just get a hit on these guys. More Tusken Warlords. Yeah, I need more Tusken Warlords. The more Tusken Warlords I get, the better it is for my collection. For everything. Just basically hit everything up. Freaking funny, man. Oh man, they're going crazy here. They're going crazy with the Tusken Warlords. Holy cow. It is awesome. Well, I hope those Tusken Warlords count. Now we're gonna be essentially PvPing, I guess. Ah, Tusken King. Oh, cool. Nice. I like the Tusken King. He's cool. Usually you get a decent drop. Make it bigger, not smaller. Oh no, our medic died. Da 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 da. Why are these guys coming after me? Oh, nice. Oh, boy. 750 kinetic, 3 turns in energy. ACR, crit, rest in precision. I'm out there fighting, man. That's good. Alright, cool. Cool, cool. Did I get anything? I don't think anyone got anything. Oh, combatant ring. Cool. Nothing really crazy on there. Now everyone needs a buff from Jim Morrison. This is great. It's funny. Word. There you go. Is that it? That's fine if that's it. I don't mind that. Ah, yeah. So let me just see something, because one of the things that I knew that I had to get was the Tusken King. Tusken King defeated. Defeat XR Kun. That's cool. And we can get, I think it's some kind of collection here. Cool. That was nice. I don't like PvPing, so that's cool. You guys can PvP. That's awesome. There you go. Cool. So that takes care of that. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. And yeah. Whoa. I didn't think I was that light. Wow, apparently I'm a light side Jedi with like a lot of light. A lot of light. Alright, cool. Let me just check on something, because one of the things that I knew that I had going on here was a collection piece that I wanted to get. So you see I have a lot of collections here, and I think one of the big collection pieces that I needed to check up on was for my cloak collection. So where is a cloak collection? So we can see what those are. Should have the Jedi Master Cloak Collection somewhere. I don't think it's here. I think it's maybe part of this. Yeah, Jedi Cloak. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I have Polar 5th Gen, Lightsaber, Belt of Bodo Bass, and then Meditative Discipline. Okay. So there's obviously still some stuff here. Blackguard Grenadiers. So we did the Jedi Relics here. Cool. Jinsu Razor. Tusken Warlord 6 of 10. And then, okay. So we're almost there. And we got to take out the Blackguard Grenadiers. Alright, so there you go. So if you do enjoy my video, again, I'll say it again. That like button, subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification to know when I go live. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any comments or questions. And yeah, that's it. So until the next video, may the force be with you, and I will see you then. Take care, everybody.